Hello, my name is Minerva Hurst, and my presentation is about Osama Bin Laden, finally. Osama's full name is Osama bin Muhammad bin Awad bin Laden. The word bin means son of. He was son number 17 of 52. He was born in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in the year 1957, and depending on the source, the month varies. His parents were Muhammad bin Laden, a Saudi millionaire and the founder of a construction company, Saudi Bin Laden Group. His mother, Hamida al-Attaz. Osama married his cousin, Najwad Ghanem, when he was 17 years old. He ended up having 6 wives in total, and he was the father of 20 to 26 children. Osama grew up as a devout Sunni Muslim and studied economics and business administration. Growing up, he was known as quiet and polite. In 1979, Bin Laden joined Abdullah Assam and used money and machinery from his own company to help the Mujahideen resistance. In 1988, Bin Laden wanted a more military role and separated from Abdullah and created Al-Qaeda, a military group with a core goal of waging global jihad. In 1990, following the Iraqi invasion of Kuwait, U.S. troops arrived in Saudi Arabia. Bin Laden soon begins to target the United States for his presence on Saudi soil near the Muslim holy sites of Mecca and Medina. In the meantime, the FBI discovered evidence of terrorist plots outside Muslim countries that included plans to blow up the New York City skyscrapers during a raid at El Sayed Nosar's house, an Al-Qaeda operative. After being expelled from the Saudi regiment in 1991, Osama relocates with his family in Sudan, but then in 1996, Sudan expels him from the country and he moves to Afghanistan, where he receives harbor from the fundamentalist Taliban. In 1998, Bin Laden and al-Zawahiri endorsed a fatwa under the banner of the International Islamic Front for Jihad on the Jews and Crusaders. This fatwa states that Muslims should kill Americans, including civilians, anywhere in the world where they can be found. Later, Bin Laden issues another statement entitled The Nuclear Bomb of Islam, in which he states that it is the duty of Muslims to prepare as much force as possible to terrorize the enemies of God. On August 7, 1998, a pair of truck bombs explodes outside the U.S. embassies in Nairobi, Kenya, and Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, killing 224 people. Later in the same year, Osama is indicted by the U.S. on 224 counts of murder for the embassy bombings in Kenya and Tanzania. On June 7, 1999, Bin Laden appears for the first time on the FBI's 10 most wanted fugitive list linked to the attack bombings on the USS Cole in Yemen that killed 17 sailors and 39 others were injured. Following the September 11 attacks in the United States, the U.S. government names Bin Laden as a prime suspect. Osama has other charges like bombing the U.S. Embassy in Africa and planning of bombing the Los Angeles International Airport during the millennial celebration. On 2011, President Barack Obama authorized a small special operations team known as SEAL Team 6 to carry out a raid on the compound on Abbottabad, killing the world's most wanted terrorist, Osama Bin Laden. The operation Neptune Spears started in the early morning of May 2nd, Pakistan time, and lasted 40 minutes. The killing of Osama Bin Laden was a significant victory for the U.S. government and the American people at large. For many families of 9/11 victims, Bin Laden's death symbolized justice and retribution. The terrorist leader was not only a major player within Al-Qaeda, but also a figurehead that attracted supporters and recruits from around the world. International reactions to Bin Laden's death range from favorable to mixed. Some Arab countries and leaders condemned the actions of the United States. Those names were a mouthful, but thank you for listening.